Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently constructionating. That is definitely a word. Constructionating is a word. Yes. This is how we live now. So our economy is currently not doing the best in the world. The Great Khan is dead. Okay, that's fine. This is not fine. We do not want to enter that research agreement. That is not helpful for us in the slightest. So that is absolutely fine. Now we're currently capped on astral threads. Not too much we can do about that just yet. An embassy we will accept.
Receiving transmission.
Migration treaty. Okay, normally I would be okay with this. However, migration treaties cost influence. We're going to decline that for now. Now we're currently at 224 influence. I think we can actually get another construction ship here. And I'm going to do exactly that. So let's get going on that one. The Vengralian Trium is shuttering its mobile storefront effective immediately because the caravan was annihilated. I don't care about that. That's completely fine. How are we doing on that Titan construction? Why are we up here? How are we doing on that Titan construction? We're at 66? Okay, we're at 8 of 8 Titans as of right now. Noted. So the CAR Sahara has finished up, and I do definitely want to head into, say, Procyon here. So we'll move over into Procyon, and we can then build ourselves a habitat central complex about right here, and that will be absolutely fine. Now, do we have any unemployment right now? Let's check through here real quick. The answer is no, we don't. And that is wonderful. So that is very, very good. What's less good is our current naval capacity. Now, we are working on getting another station up here. That is this station here. And that'll be fine. Food from jobs is okay. Starbase capacity would also be okay here. But that's a repeatable tech, and I really feel like we should probably clean up some of these other technologies first. So we'll get going on that for now. Excellent. And we will see some population growth here eventually. We just finished up some construction at the Tauseti starbase. Okay, that's our trade station over here. So this trade is all getting gathered. That looks very good. Unfortunately for us, there's probably some piracy. If we go into trade route map mode, there's definitely some piracy. Okay, so if we check through our trade routes here, we can see that the Tauseti trade route is at 0%. So we're not actually getting any of this. For the time being, that's understood. Strubius is also at 99%. Can we right-click this to go to Strubius? No. Okay. Strubius. That's this down here. Gotcha. I'm surprised that this is at 99%, actually. Because it's going through Tauseti. Interesting. Well, this is not particularly relevant, probably, but it's fine for now. So we're not getting anything from Tauseti. That is understood, and we're going to need to do something about that. What do we want to do about it? Well, the correct answer, in my opinion, is that we need to start building our gateway network. That is the correct answer. The question is, what does that gateway network look like? Well, for one thing, it's going to cost a bunch of influence, and we're going to need a construction ship to get going on that. However, this construction ship is available. We do need to build an orbital, but there's only the one orbital going in here, so we'll build a major orbital over the Gindor black hole. That'll be fine, but of course, we need to colonize this habitat. It's going to be a mediocre habitat at best, but we'll get that going for now. Excellent. So that is all looking fine. I definitely think that we should look to get some amount of gateways built. I think a minimum gateway network is going to be one in Seoul, one in Zeron, one in our this is where our mega shipyard is, right? Yes, one in our mega shipyard system. Probably not one down here for now because there's not really a single point, but one in Salieto, one here, one here, one here, and then one in Tauseti for our trade. Something along the lines of that. Now, this station is upgrading. That's fine. So that would be a fair amount of influence that we would need to get, but I do think that it's quite necessary. So this tech world needs an upgrade, and we'll get a research complex there. Anything else here? Actually, there is this research station And I think 0G research districts are a decent thing to put in, so we'll put a single one of those. Anything else that we need to work on right now? Well, this industrial world requires a job. We are negative on our consumer goods. This will not solve that. This will help it. So if we build this industrial district, it's going to output 14 consumer goods. That's not the best in the world, right? So that's fine. We are going to need to buy in more minerals here. We need to deal with our mining issue. Although, for the time being, we just need a habitat system control here. That'll be fine. This generator world here, or rather generator station, should definitely continue to expand its reactor districts. So that will help our energy credit situation. Our biggest energy credit problem, of course, is our naval capacity. And we're going to have a constant imbalance here between being capped out at our naval capacity and also in having the maximum number of fleets if we're going to have one Titan per fleet, right? So that's fine. This is a generator station here, but we're maxed out on our generation for the moment. We are at -9 amenities. We will be able to upgrade our habitat central control, and that will produce additional amenities. However, for the moment, I think that we're probably best off putting in a holo theater for right now. Now, this mining world here. We have a larger deficit of energy credits, but if we were to build a mining district here, this would bring us, once we got a second job here, positive in our mining at this point. But we should definitely be migrating pops over to Azalash once we have some to migrate, which we currently don't. The Horde has reverted to its old ways after the death of the Great Khan. Okay, that's deeply unsurprising. So that's fine. We've got a bit of an outline of a minimal gateway network, and we can certainly get started doing that. Vocational genomics, huh? What does that actually do? Organic species. Okay, we don't really care about that. Changing the habitability, we don't really care about either. A lot of these society researches are not all that relevant to us. I think we'll grab ancient nanomissile cloud launchers. Okay, sure. That seems fine. So we just finished up construction of an orbital. Looks like we've still got plenty to work on, though. So that's all fine. No issues
Initial
there.
colonization phase complete.
Over here. Okay, we just saw some additional notifications pop in on this tab. So we've got like this tech world here. We can definitely upgrade the advanced research complex there. Anything else that we are working on for the time being? Well, not really. But we did just establish this colony, which of course means that we want to put in a robotic assembly plant. So that'll be fine. And we'll get going on that. Okay, so yes, we are Dwamax. That is fine. Absolutely okay. So, the next question is... This is not a question. Okay. This is not a question at all. This is actually a really, really good thing, because this is currently available to put in a lot of astro mining bays, as well as some reactor districts. Now, this is mostly going to be mining, and we're going to focus on that first. So I'm going to put in a mineral purification plant here. But we're very, very happy to see this situation. No doubt about it. We've got a lot of places that we would like to populate up, and we'll get going on that. So we've made first contact over here, and we should absolutely be working on that first contact, because that is likely to generate us additional influence. Also, our Strategic Coordination Center is now operational. Excellent. So that gives us 2 additional star bases that we can build. Okay, so we had a notification over here. I think it's because of our Titan. Yeah, it's because of our Titan. Okay, so that's going to come on home, and we're going to put this guy in charge. And I also want to go into our fleet manager. This is currently our 5th fleet. We already have a 5th fleet. I'm going to make this be our 8th fleet. There we go. Just to make it not be confusing. We're still at 8 of 8 Titans, and we're going to add in battleships, cruisers, destroyers, and corvettes. This should be 10, 10, 10, and then maxing the rest out with corvettes for now. Okay, so that looks reasonably good for now. However, if we were to hit this button, it would cost us 844 minor artifacts. We've got 464 right now. We should also definitely activate these. There we go. So that'll be fine. So minor artifacts, we don't have enough to do that, and this would put us wildly over our naval cap, and we really, really don't want to do that. So for the time being, the 8th Fleet is just going to sit in Seoul as just a Titan. We can get that rebuilt very, very quickly if we so choose. So that is all absolutely fine. The maintenance cost is currently increased by 8%. Okay, that is actually quite significant. However, we can get another mega structure going here. So we probably should consider upgrading the Sentry Spire and Mega Art Installation or Interstellar Assembly. Probably Mega Art Installation for now to produce some additional Unity. We are spending Unity on these upgrades, but we're net positive on our Unity overall, so that seems reasonably fine. Now, we can get ourselves 2 additional star bases, and I think that we want these to be anchorages. So we're going to upgrade these 2 starports. That seems fine. Now, do we have any notifications in here that are real at this point? Or are these all fake notifications? They are fake notifications. Okay. So that's fine. I want to check in here. This station is not connected. Yeah, that is absolutely expected. So that is fine. Our anchorages, I'm just checking through here. Yeah, there's not a lot of work to be done there right now. So we'll get back to that. We pledged to support the artisan troop, and yeah, actually, it's a deal. We're going to renew that. I would definitely like to have the Unity
Initial
bonus, so that'll be okay.
phase commencing.
Excellent. So we finished up a construction over here that is still going to have a number, actually only 1 additional orbitals to build there. That's looking good. We're currently at 133 influence, and we're going to want to start building the gateways very, very soon, I think. We might want to prioritize gateways for now over building additional habitats. I'm not entirely sure on that. But yeah, we'll proceed on this. We're up to stage 3 on this species already, so that is looking reasonable. And yeah, we have astral actions available, but there's not too much to be done there for now. Okay, back over here, checking in on the unemployment. Let's see how this is going. Yeah, this is mostly fine. This industrial world here, it's currently balanced as an industrial world, and I'm thinking right now that we might actually need to make this be a factory world. We're at minus 100 consumer goods. So I feel like getting an industrial district here is what we need to do. So that's going to boost up our consumer goods. Yeah, by about 50. And overall, I feel like that's necessary for the moment. So that's fine. Ultimately, we want worlds to be, I think, either factory worlds or forge worlds. I don't think we actually want industrial worlds. Yeah, we don't actually want industrial worlds. We want it to be specialized between one of the 2. So we can go through that, and we can find out, what do we want this to be? Well, this is currently producing a little bit more on this side, so let's make this be a factory world. And then this should almost certainly be a forge world because of that. Okay, now let's see here. This is a factory world. And then a lot of these just aren't. Let's go through our other sector here. I'm just looking for industrial worlds, and we want to make them more specialized. So that'll be fine. We've got serious industrial here. Okay, let's tick forward. And I'm going to give it a month tick here before we decide which way we want this one to go. So, let's give it a month tick, and we're going to see where that puts us. Minus 30.
Council agenda ready.
Okay. I'm going to move this over to being a factory world, but we're going to want to have a few extra forge worlds, for sure. Hi, curators. You're very late. Okay. So we met the curators. That's fine. We have a council agenda ready to be sent out here, so we're definitely going to do that. What else are we interested in? Specialist pop resource output? Probably, to be honest. So we've got this mining station here. It's done with this mining. It's really more of a stronghold station at this point. So we'll put in another stronghold. That seems good. And some of these down here are likely going to become a forge station. We're making 1401 right now. Let's see what happens on this month tick. That will go down. 1228.
Research concluded.
That seems reasonably fine, actually. So we've got those ancient nano clouds. That seems fine. What else are we interested in grabbing here? I mean, there's a lot of technologies that we would like to just get rid of. Let's get this amoeba flagella done at long last. It's certainly been a while. We're very negative in terms of energy credits right now still. So I would definitely like to, well, we can upgrade this energy nexus right here. That would be a good thing to do right now. It will boost our current output at least a little bit. So that seems okay. This tech world is going to require additional minerals. I'm going to buy in 5,000 here, but I'm also going to sell some zero and some dark matter to keep us afloat for a while. So we'll get an advanced research complex going there. And what else do we have going on here? Well, there's Mars Generator, and this is getting close to maxed out at this point. So we're minus 24 amenities. I'm thinking right now that we should put in a holo theater here. Our stability is kind of low, and this is going to help matters significantly. Our crime is also pretty high here, which is interesting. Is that just due to our stability? Probably. Yeah, that's just due to our stability, I think. So once we get holo theaters, that'll help matters a lot. Happiness is minus 33.3% right now due to our low amenities. So we're definitely going to want to put in a holo theater there. That will be fine. We knew that that was eventually going to be coming, and that building slot had been planned to be that for a while. So that sounds good. We're at minus 428 energy credits right now. That will come up from those holo theaters, I believe. So that will be absolutely great. We would love to get rid of that crime. This tech world here is going to need a research complex. Yeah, we're at minus 9 amenities here. We're going to solve that one with city districts, most likely. So there's this tech world here, also at minus 5 amenities, but we'll just build an advanced research complex for now. Amoeba flagella finishes up, and we also finished up a bunch of constructions all at once, so that is understood. Let's grab, say, vocational genomics for now. We'll just get that done. We finished up construction of the Siggy starbase, and I would definitely like to put in a pair of anchorages, a naval logistics office, and upgrade that. Same thing with the Xantaris Black Hole Station. Pair of anchorages, a naval logistics hub, and upgrade. Excellent. Now, we just finished a construction ship construction down in Borbo. Sure, that looks fine. I want to move over to Tau Ceti, and I want to create a mega structure here. This is going to be a gateway site, and we're going to put it right here. So that'll be fine for now. The CAR Potomac is going to go do... Yeah, this is in the Gindor Black Hole. Yeah. Go do the same thing in Seoul. And we're going to put it like right next to the Hyper Relay up over here. So that will be wonderful. Go get those started. Now, those are technically mega structures, but they don't count towards our mega structure capacity, so that's great. We just finished up in Milastamu as well, and that's noted. We can continue to expand this Star Fortress, so a pair of anchorages, a hydroponics bay, and a Star Fortress upgrade. And then where do we want another gateway? Well, for now, we've got our 2 highest priority gateways. I think we'll come out over here, and we decided to defend at Leloria, and that seems like a good spot to build the gateway site. So we'll put that right out over here. It's unfortunate that the Hyper Relay is on this side, but that'll do for now. So we'll get that going. That's pretty much all of our influence gone, but it is cheaper to make these gateways than it is to make habitats, so that is good. We are, of course, going to require 3 additional down here and 1 in Salieto, so that is 4 additional gateways for a minimal gateway network. So that's definitely a thing. We are the top candidate for the council election. Okay, that sounds good. We also just finished... Oh, that was this. Yeah, we just finished that, but we already knew about it. We handled it. It's all good. Fantastic. What else do we have going on down through here? Not a lot is the answer, so we're good to go on our jobs for now. This commander just leveled up. You're commanding the 7th Fleet. Okay, we should probably go with daily hull and armor regen is actually pretty good. That'll be fine. You are commanding the 6th Fleet, and we're going to go with maybe orbital bombardment. Pop damage reduction. That's pretty good, to be honest. Okay, so that'll be fine. Imagine having planetary governors. I just, I don't usually do this. It's not super necessary, in my opinion. So we've got a bunch of industrial districts here. And we're not boosting them in any meaningful way. We probably should be. Let's build an alloy foundry here. I'm also going to put in a civilian industry, even though it's not super necessary. And we can build a bunch of astro mining bays here as well. I don't know how necessary they are, but it's probably a very good thing to do. You know, in retrospect, I'm going to cancel these. I think I'm going to switch this over to being that mining station. So we're going to put in a... Where are we? Mineral purification plant. And then I'm going to replace all of these over time with astro mining bays. So 5 astro mining bays are going to go in over here, and that will be fine. We are going to eventually need a holo theater here. We might want to queue that up as well. But some of these worlds, this is not really a research station. It's really more of a mining station. Okay. This is kind of a hybrid. This could maybe be an industrial, but for the moment, I think this is reasonably fine. Yeah. Okay. We're going to have a lot of resources coming in from all of these once they get built up, and we're certainly going to want to be putting them somewhere. So I think we're definitely going to want to have at least one of them being a foundry station. At least one. But I don't know which one yet. We'll get there. For the time being, this is probably okay. Maybe a station like Zeldra over here. Where is this? Yeah. This is kind of a hybrid research and mining station. What about the one in the Gindor black hole? This isn't colonized yet. It could have 3 research districts, but then the rest of it could be industrial, and this could be forge, so only 1 building slot would be taken up by that. Yeah, that seems pretty decent. New species on Azalash Prime, that is, of course, excellent. And we want to tell them, yeah, you can be here, as long as you're assimilated. Wonderful. So, 5 new pops coming in on Azalash is, of course, wonderful. These guys are all going to be assimilating. It's not going to take them very long. Migration treaty, okay. Superluminal spacecraft propulsion on Rebellius. Okay. So we're going to have to do something about Rebellius fairly soon. And what are we going to do about them? Well, we're going to assimilate them, of course. As soon as they become an actual spacefaring race, we're going to assimilate them, and it will be fine. We've already colonized one of the worlds in their systems, this Rebellius Industrial here, and that will be absolutely wonderful. What do we want to put in these building slots? I mean, an Affluence Emporium upgrade would be great. I'm assuming we could build another Affluence Emporium here. I'm going to do it. That will probably allow us to change one of our factory worlds, like perhaps this one, over. 560? Maybe not that one. That is a lot. One of our smaller factory worlds, maybe. Like this one. This would be a decent option to switch to Forge World. Okay. So, they finished construction of their first interplanetary vessel. They are now ready to join the galactic community and must be counted among the galaxy's current spacefaring races. Okay, so Rebellius is, at this point, like this. Yes. Fragmented nation states, huh? Indeed. They've taken note of the starbase orbiting our star. We understand that this starbase represents some hypothetical claim on this system. We only ask that you relinquish this hold on our space, ceding the starbase to the beings who have called Rebellius home since time immemorial. It's only just. We're sorry, but we already have a colony in your system. Or just a laughable demand from an immature civilization. Ah, we would become the new owner. They'd have a malice for 10 years, but this is fine. Cool. Wonderful. So they're not very happy about this, and I wonder why, but we're going to assimilate them. So we need to switch them over to assimilation, and they will become post-Carpetanians, and they will be happy, just like everyone else. That's how this works. We want to immediately begin construction of a robotic assembly plant here. Wonderful. So they've got a research boom. I don't know that we want this to be a research world, though. We should probably start clearing off these tile blockers. There's a lot of them. So we'll get going on that. Cool. And then we'll come back to Rebellious. For now, though, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue to build. There's been a lot of building going on, and we need more. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.